If you are new to these 2-year trade heavy rebuilds, I will have 2 seasons to improve this team as well as I can using any means necessary within the limits of the salary cap. Today we have the Atlanta Falcons, and looking around at this team, there's not a lot to work with. So we're going to be making as many trades as we possibly can. Desmond Ridder is going to be the quarterback. Probably going to trade Cordero for something. I believe we could probably get some value out of him. Same with, I don't want to trade Kyle Pitts, but if we have to, we have to, you know? We got to improve this team as fast as we can and as well as we can. We're 77 overall now. Maybe Chris Lindstrom, maybe Grady Jarrett, maybe AJ Terrell. All these guys could be gone, but we're going to find out, and I can use all the draft picks too. We're going to start by sending Chris Lindstrom and Cordero Patterson to the Bills for Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, and Gregory Rousseau. Next, we're going to send Casey Hayward and Lorenzo Carter to the Cardinals for Isaiah Simmons, Byron Murphy, and DJ Humphries. Next, we're sending a future 1, a current 2, and a future 2 to the Bengals for T. Higgins, DJ Reader, and Alex Kappa. Next trade is going to be Mariota, Rashaan Evans, and our first round pick to the Washington Commanders for Chase Young and Cam Curl. Next, I'm going to send Richie Grant and Taquan Graham to the Ravens for Justin Madubuike. Next, we're going to get Kevin Dotson from the Steelers for a 3 this year and a 6 next year. And lastly, we're going to send a future 3 and a current 7 to the Lions for DeAndre Swift. Alright, and now for the cheesiest trade yet. Ebiketie Kwiatkowski and Wilkinson for Derek Brown. The team is now up from a 77 to an 83 overall. Looking a lot better all across the board now. We added T. Higgins, we added DeAndre Swift, we added Kevin Dotson, we added Alex Kappa, DJ Humphries. All these offensive weapons and protection on defense, incredible. I didn't think we were going to be able to get this much value on the team. Cam Curl, Chase Young, Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, Greg Rousseau, Isaiah Simmons, Byron Murphy, Derek Brown, DJ Reader, Justin Madubuike, Grady Jarrett. Almost this whole defense was just acquired through trades. Except for AJ Terrell and Isaiah Oliver. That's wild. Looks like a good team to me. Desmond Ridder should be able to put up numbers with what he has around him now. Well, we end up going 14-3 and not earning a first round bye. But we did win the division, and we were playing the Commanders in the wild card round. They're 8-9. We should be able to beat them, but you never know. 37-14 though, we whooped their booties. We did lose to the Cardinals 17-14, unfortunately. But let's get to Super Bowl week and check everything out. Kind of unfortunate, considering how well our team performed all season. 3rd in offensive points per game, 1st in passing yards, 2nd in defensive points per game. Just an incredible year overall. Desmond Ridder led the league in yards and touchdowns. And 4th, he's obviously going to win MVP, right? 5,400 yards, 46 touchdowns to 10 picks. 900 yards, 5 touchdowns for Swift. Algier was the power back, so he got 18 touchdowns. That's crazy. Receiving, T. Higgins, 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns. 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns for Kyle Pitts. 1,100 yards and 5 touchdowns for Drake London. And then Damiere Byrd also had 700 yards. How was blocking? Not bad. Jake Matthews could have been better, but overall, not a bad output from the line. And defensively, we had Milano and Edmonds over 100 tackles. Rousseau and Reader over 10 tackle for loss. And 11 sacks for Chase Young, 7 for Jarrett, 6.5 for Edmonds, 5.5 for Reader. Could have been better on sacks and picks, but I mean, the defense played really well overall. 4 picks for Milano, 2 for Curl, and 1 for a couple of guys. 2 was okay, and Pinion was okay. Well, just kidding. Jalen Hurts wins MVP. Probably had a lot better rushing stats. And same with Josh Allen. Nick Sirianni wins Coach of the Year. Offense Player of the Year, Jalen Hurts. That's unfortunate. We could have really used that with Ridder. Ridder doesn't even win Rookie of the Year? How? Okay, it's rigged. It's rigged. T. Higgins wins Best Receiver. That's our only award. That's crazy. Desmond Ridder had such a good year. What did Christian Watson do? to win the award over the guy with first in yards and first in touchdowns passing. I don't think that's better. I don't think that's a better season, if I'm being honest. Ritter is up to hidden dev, so there's that. T. Higgins goes up to superstar. And on defense, Milano goes up to superstar. And that's it. Alright. Right, he just went up. Yep. And Chase Young, I believe, was already a superstar. So, that's all. Still a very good season, and hopefully we can perform better next year to get to the Super Bowl. Bills and Bucks in the Super Bowl, though. With the winner being the Bucks, 33-28. Fantastic. In free agency, we're going to bring in Isaiah McKenzie as our third receiver. Akella Witherspoon as our third or fourth corner, I'm not sure yet. And we're going to bring back Caleb McGarry because Nate Davis has no interest in the team. And as much money as I offered him, he still doesn't want to come here. So Caleb McGarry is going to come back. Maybe we trade for a new center. Who knows? The team for year 2 is basically going to be the same, except we added Isaiah McKenzie as our third receiver. And McGarry's going to stay our center. I tried to do some trades, but there's really nothing we could really do. So we're going to keep it like that. And on defense, pretty much the same, except Akella Witherspoon is our new third corner. All the starters are the same, though, across the board. And let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl this time. Well, this just further convinces me that year 2 is cursed. We go 8-9 with a much improved team. And I say much improved because everyone has increased their overalls. We're up to an 88 overall. And after going 14-3 last season, we end up going, what was it, 8-9? 8-9 this year. Doesn't make any sense. Still a pretty good year from Desmond Ritter. Picks were a little high, I gotta say, but it's okay. I guess, whatever. It's not okay because we didn't even make the playoffs. But these are our rushing numbers. Receiving, 1,411 for T, 1,209 for Pitts, 1,004 for London, 906 for McKenzie. Like, these are good numbers across the board receiving. Sacks, Humphreys, and Matthews both allowed a lot. Not cool. Defensively, Milano and Edmonds both over 100 tackles again. Young and Jarrett over 10 tackle for loss. Sacks, 10.5 for Jarrett, 9 for Chase Young, 7.5 for Edmonds, and just a couple here and there for the rest. Rousseau and Reeder did not perform well this year. At all. Maybe it's a scheme. There were not a lot of picks either. I mean, the defense played really well last season, so I didn't think the defensive scheme would be a problem, but clearly it is. For these 2-year rebuilds, though, I did not trade or change the schemes, rather. I let it run its course, and then kind of helps me decide which playbooks are good and to use in the future in other rebuilds. But that's unfortunate. Go ahead and take a look at yearly awards, though. I doubt we won anything. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Nick Sirianni, Coach of the Year. Nope, we're NFC. I don't know why I thought we were the Bengals because I thought of T. Higgins. Tyreek McCullers with the Bucks is clearly better than Desmond Ritter ever will be, because he wins Best QB. And there's no way he had a better season than Desmond Ritter did last year, right? Like, of course he didn't. Yeah, he actually had a worse year in every aspect, but wins Best QB. I mean, we did get Ritter up to a superstar. Let's sim to Super Bowl week, see if we get any other dev ups this season. No new dev ups on offense. That's fantastic. And the same news goes for the defense. Don't know why the team underperformed this year. I think it's really just year 2 is cursed. That's really what it comes down to. We got the Eagles and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. See who wins. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Really do. I enjoy building these teams up. It's fun to me. 138 million available salary cap. That is ridiculous. I think we did really good building this team up. They just had the year 2 curse. The Eagles win the Super Bowl 35-14. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.